And a good morning to you and to me and to anyone else. Barbara Lewis. This is a great old song by Barbara Lewis. I've always liked this song. And I hope you do too. Baby, I'm Yours from 19, I'm Not Sure. I guess I should put my earphones in.
Baby, I'm yours. Until the stars fall.
There she is.
Yours until the rivers all run dry. In other words, until I die. Baby, I'm yours. And I'll be yours until the sun no longer shines. Yours until the poets run out of rhyme. In other words, until the end of time. I'm gonna stay right here by your side. Do my best to keep you satisfied. Nothing in the world can drive me away. 'Cause every day you hear me say, baby, I'm yours. And I'll be yours until 2 and 2 is 3. Yours until the mountain crumbles to the sea.
That's a long time.
In other words, until eternity.
I have a definition of eternity, and I'll give it to you as soon as this is over.
Till the stars fall from the sky, baby, I'm yours.
So hang around for that.
Till the rivers all run dry, baby, I'm yours.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Barbara Lewis. Very cool song. Always liked that song. Eternity. There was a comedian I used to listen to. What is his name? I'll think of it in a minute. And he had a definition of eternity because he said he was going to like Catholic school and the nuns would freak out all the kids. They were just kids and the nuns would scream at them. You know, you're going to end up, if you sin, you're going to end up in eternity. And you know what eternity is, don't you? And his definition of eternity was if a little sparrow, let me see if I get this right. I got to remember it. If a little sparrow comes once a year to sharpen its beak on a 10,000-foot granite mountain, the time it takes for him to wear it down to a grain of sand big enough to fit through the eye of a needle, that's 1 second in eternity. Put that all together, and oh my goodness. So that was his thing. He was talking about Chris Rush. That was his name, Chris Rush. And the album is First Rush. Back in the 70s sometime. We used to listen to his album, and we were all hysterical. Listen to him. But yeah. But he's very animated, and he screams and yells and carries on. It's funny stuff. I should find it. I think it's kind of, I wouldn't say hard to find, but you really got to look to find his old album, First Rush, and he's got his brain going through a meat grinder on the cover, and all this stuff is coming out, all these bizarre things. I'll have to find some of that, or maybe I'll do that today. That is a good idea. And stick around to the end because I have a new little, not a logo thing, but I have this little critter that you'll see, and his little head explodes. But it's a picture that I made in Midjourney, and then you run it through one of those animation programs, another program, and they take just an image, just any old photograph, and they'll animate it, and it'll start moving around and doing things. Well, that's what this thing did, though I added the sparks at the end that you see, and the sound effects. I added that stuff. I also did a little, when he puts his hands to his face, I went and on Audacity and did a little as if he was moaning and groaning, but I've cut that part out. You don't need to hear me moaning and groaning. But that's my new little thing that I'm gonna put at the end of all my videos from now on, I think. Unless of course I one day go, you know, this is stupid, and I'll change it. I've done things like that before. Barbara Lewis, Baby I'm Yours, from I'm not sure of the year, but in the 60s sometime would be my unprofessional guess. All right, folks, watch my little guy at the end. You'll see. It's kind of cool. It's just neat, this new technology to me. I enjoy fooling with it. Later.